Asha, I have just talked to you, and regarding my clothes, please distribute these clothes in your village to the poor people, okay? And whenever you go to Bhopal, it's better you can pick up as soon as possible from Hemendra's house the rucksack and also present this rucksack for a street person who has no house, no food. There are lots of people, so you can distribute them all, everything, okay? I think it's better. And as far as the teaching is concerned, it is not my teachings. It is nobody's teaching. It's just the teachings which are pure, original, and beyond all so called teachings of so called enlightened people, which are not teachings at all. So, when I talk, I don't talk having the background of people who will please it, who will understand it, or who will have some benefits or not benefits. And if you want to see the eternal beyond everything, you have to climb the Himalayas. The Himalayas won't come to you. You have to climb, make the right effort, not that effort of thought, but right, passionately, you have to. And if you want to, if you means that all being, not individual, one person, you or something, but any person who steps honestly, who takes initiation in first step, initiation not to be initiated by these corrupted people, but initiate means who takes the steps towards unknown is the right initiation. Then first step is the last one. Nothing can stop you. Otherwise, it is not possible. It is so much confusion there. There is in this shore of human beings so much confusion, so much illusions, so much, so many attachments, fears. All are every moment there. Actually, you are that. There's no separation on these things in this shore. And the journey is not from this shore to that shore. That shore is only possible when this shore is finished. Through understanding, then journey start from other shore actually, not from this shore to that shore. No, things don't are like this. It is not that there is journey from time to timeless. No. When the time ends, then the journey from timeless starts actually. You have been told very, very wrong things. All lots of jargon, lots of false things, all these so called holy books and gods which man has made God, and all these so called guru masters who are living in ignorance and darkness are very dangerous, because love has no agent, truth has even no any connection to thought. Therefore, truth is unapproachable through any means. Even the love and compassion not enough to reach the truth. It is the compassion of truth that can reach to you. Always keep in mind that I will never speak through any compromise, for the simple reason due to the compassion for the mankind, which is what is the situation right now is miserable. I feel to weep for people, what they are living, how miserable, poor they are living. But there is no any ground to weep for these people. Tremendous suffering, darkness, not only human beings, but all this planet is suffering every moment. Trees, animals also suffering. And to increase suffering, I will not talk any false things. Keeping the conditioning man's brain that they will like it if I talk, which is the most dangerous and greedy and not respect to mankind and beings. Now, there will be no time for me for a long time that I can talk, and will not be much time to having telephone conversations, but at TP you can keep giving messages and keep it alive, and add anybody who wishes to be added in the TP platform. And tell them to introduce themselves also shortly. Always write simple things that express their own questions, their own quest, their own problems at every level. And they should not quote anybody or put any shallow symbols, because it is disrespect of humanity actually, because human has reduced to the symbols only. Symbols. Man has become symbols, and I wanted to give the respect and love to man that you should be human. You are not electronic symbols. You are, if you want To give somebody flower, don't send electronic. Go to the person and give the flowers, real flowers from your garden, or buy the fresh flowers. And if you want to fold your hand in namaste and go to the person and hold the hand. If you want to touch somebody's feet, touch it. Don't throw it through the electronic symbols of WhatsApp or the social media has created for you to destroy your intelligence, to destroy the human dignity. Man has computer and smartphones and all these symbols have taken over human mind, and the human mind is miserable situation. There is no intelligence. A man is not educated at all. Having degrees is not education. These degrees have corrupted man so much. Man has not educated. Man has no even his own contemplation strength and thinking capabilities. Man is such a miserable, limited mind, narrow-minded, which lives always self-oriented, always feeding self, me, I. And of course, it will be very difficult to understand for me, and I will make it more difficult that you don't understand through your conditioning. If you put your conditioning, you can understand me immediately, because what I am talking is what is happening around you every moment, every time. It has happened every moment in past, and it is going to happen in future. What I'm talking is the pure fact and very simple language I use. And very daily life English language. I don't even use the hard words of English. I avoid them. Only few times I have to use, but only I use very, very simple English that even a child can understand. And child can understand, young people understand me quickly than these old, tortured, tired people who has already lost the touch with the life, with the touch of joy and beauty. And remember, most of people have no touch of beauty. That's why everything is dead. Because teaching is beauty. And beauty is dangerous because it shows you, it mirrors you that you are ugly, you are not living good, you are not living the life. You are living in your own memory in past. You are no there. You are no more there. You are not available to the airs, to the colors, to the colors of sky and sun. You are not available to hear the words. You have no touch with nature. Therefore, you have no touch with your family, your friends, with other human beings. You are so isolated. However, you are living in big family, but you are still lonely inside, withdrawn, and lost in your own made world. To break down all these things is the teachings. For that I am speaking. And what is being spoken is can be perceived immediately if your mind is not conditioned by social structures. And if in future the new generation should come in many thousands years, that teachings will remain and can help. So the teaching is not spoken for people who wants to be pleased, wants to be rewarded. I don't reward you because you are the production of reward. Always reward what I will get. And if I don't get, I quit the teachings. Go to the other miserable guru who is stupid, having beard and lots of collection of hundreds of ashrams and cars to hear this person who is famous. Because you are searching success, famous, to be famous, to get the place after the death, so you can reborn again in a good place. This is what you are searching, always rewards. In the real teachings, there is no rewards. I will not give you anything. That's why if you want to walk with me, be certain you will not get anything. Even you will lose everything. I will not change your name and give you the ugly photos to hang you on your neck like a dog, I am not your pet guru or master. Pet means paltu in Hindi. Paltu guru. And you are not my paltu pet followers. I give you the respect and dignity that you travel with me as human beings. As Maitreya's means friends. And nobody can give you such dignity. Only Buddha has given this dignity. Only a person can give you such dignity, respect, and love who has not living in selfishness to demand from you anything. Who doesn't want anything, that person who is not self, who is not living for the self-interests, that person has that beauty to give you that regards and warmth as human beings. You should be human beings. So I change your consciousness, not your name. I change you, transform you through teaching, not through your clothes and your so-called putting the belt on your neck. You are not dogs that you put a mala in your neck or wear the clothes. You should be a dignified human beings. You never wants to be a human being. You always wants to somebody. And when you are on the way to become somebody, you are preparing the hell for you. And suffering will be inevitable in your life. Don't be anything. Don't be a monk, sannyasi, Hindu, Muslim, Jews, Christian, nothing. Just human. Only the human person can transform and can be lighted, can be the light to oneself, can be enlightened. A sannyasi, a monk, any person who belongs to a sect and follow and believers cannot be the light, cannot be an enlightened person, not possible. keep in mind, only a human being who is free from conditioning, who is just nobody, have that energy to touch that ground which is unapproachable to anybody, anyone, any marga, any meditation, any belief has no strength to touch the ground of truth. But only a man, a simple human being, who is free from all conditioning, has that strength which is beyond the time God. All gods are as much corrupt as you are, because you have made them. There is no God. Gunther, you have asked me, is there God? There is no God. You people have created the God. Because you don't love. If you have loved, then there would have no trash of God. Then there would have no any wars, killings, butcherings, exploitation and corruption. You have created the God, not God have created you. You have created the God out of your own misery, your suffering, your loneliness. So, in order to protect you, you want to be protected, but there is no such things. Against whom you want to be protected? Because these all are human beings, whole consciousness is one. They are not your enemy. So leave this conditioning to be protected. If you leave this conditioning, then these so-called your gods and Guru Master will collapse and fall down like a house standing against the bend, the house, weak house of paper will fall down, whole structure. You have created this ugly, corrupt structure of God, masters, gurus, which costed not only billions of dollars but lives of on this planet. Don't do this game. Don't play this dirty game. You should be mature. If you want to find out if there is God or not, you must investigate. You should not be the victim of commercial meditations which are designed to catch you by the greedy persons who wants to buy many big properties and expensive things. Just this week, the news from the popes, the Pope of Vatican, the last one, Mr. Ratzinger from German Pope, he's still alive. He resigned last time from his Pope chair. And you know why he resigned? Because now the news has spread this week that he was indulging in sex scandal. Many priests and cardinals and these people were misusing children to have sex with them. And this man was playing a pope. The pope is the representing the Catholic and all this Christianity in Vatican. And tremendous rich. He has the palace, own currency, it is a own independent country, which is in Italy. This man is tremendous powerful and very rich. Now, what came in news that they were misusing children in church, having sex with small children. These are all pedophiles, sexually perverted people, these guru, also masters in India, who are similar, who say they are enlightened. They are not enlightened at all. They are enlightened in their illusion. But they are extremely corrupt. You should never follow anybody, never guru master, never a priest or a pope, and never follow these organized religions. Because religion is the investigation in the life, and not to dissipate the energy, unnecessary things, not to judge, not to have prejudices, but to see the things as things are is religion. The man has become so immature. You have been kept so immature, so childish, and your whole thinking and contemplation strength is crippled and paralyzed. You must have doubt, to question, to investigate, not to have doubt at social level only, which has no meaning. But the doubt should be used to investigate the things. As the scientists use doubt to investigate into the matter. Doubt is not good to have a doubt every time, but to use it as the instrument, an instrument to investigate something. To investigate not only, but to also go into the depth of the things, then doubt is fine. India has never been the land of believers, and the land of prayers has no place in India. India has pulsated with tremendous intelligence of people who were investigating if there is truth or not. They were not interested in God and Goddess and all these prayers who are based on cravings and always fulfilling your desires. And rewards are rewarded if you worship a God. You have created all these gods. And God, you have created the churches. You have created the temples and mosques and synagogues out of your fear and the search of security in higher consciousness, supreme consciousness, which does not exist. What exists? Only consciousness of mankind. No supreme consciousness, no supreme, from super consciousness to sex and all like stupidity, you have been looted psychologically. These gurus, tremendous greedy, who wants to become famous, write such books, from material to super consciousness, from sex to super consciousness, to sell their books, because you are craving for sex, craving for money. So they write such books to catch you. Because sex is just sex, nothing else. It's just a sensation to produce children. Nothing, no more, nothing. And there is no super consciousness at the first place. So how you can travel it? Truth is beyond everything. Live for the truth for every moment. If this very flower is not flowered in your life, then your life is nothing but nightmare suffering. Namaste.